Hi guys, Marvin and Kid here. I am back again. Welcome back to the Opinion Spot. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are enjoying day one of E3. Things like that. But welcome back to the Opinion Spot. First of all, we're on day two of this list that I had. This is a list of 50 actors/actresses that I hope to see it's like a wish list. I hope to see in a superhero movie. And I also give you guys like one character I could see them playing. I have a whole list of characters that I could see these actors playing, but I just take one of them. And then I look and see in the comment section below what you guys think of the 10 selected actors or actresses I have today. Yesterday, I hit you with the first 10. We went 50 to 41. And I appreciate everybody's comments and who they thought, some of the actors that I had for the first 10, who they feel, in their opinion, who they play. And you guys had good choices. I was very impressed. I'm getting contagious, I think I am. I'm contagious, but I'm a good contagious. But I really appreciate you guys giving your opinion, and also thank you guys for correcting me on Matt Smith. I always get him mixed up with which doctor he was, but thank you very much. I'm forgetting who it was. I think it was Callum who said it, my friend Callum. Thank you very much, bro. But anyway, back again for the next 10. We're on 40 to 31. Okay, so 40 to 31. And I got 10 more for you guys, and you probably gonna like who some of them I feel that they could play, or my wish list and things like that. And I'm looking forward once again to hearing what you guys have to say about this 10. Alright, so we're going off to number 40. Number 40 on the list, and he will be showing up here. Oh, excuse me. Damn it, he'll show up that way. He'll show up this way. Is none other than Mr. Sean William Scott. Yeah, you may recognize him. Of course, we all should know him. Okay, a Stifler, and but believe it or not, guys. Sean William Scott was on my top list of actors to play this character, and the character I'm talking about is none other than Mr. Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. He was one of my top 10 picks. I think he was in my top 5 pick for actors to play Hawkeye if they ever was going to put Hawkeye in a movie. And Mr. Jeremy Renner was never on that list. No disrespect, but I wanted a combination of what Hawkeye was in the comics. He was kind of the down to earth, but the heart and the comedic side of the Avengers. When he needed to get serious, he can get serious. When he needed to be funny, he was funny, and that's Sean William Scott. His work kind of that he can go from comedy and also be a little bit serious at times. And he was my choice. Okay, so yeah, 40 was Sean William Scott, actually. Next up on the list, I think everybody should know this beauty, and we probably grew up with her as much as I did, and my did she become such a talent, and that's none other than Miss Christina Ricci. Guys, let me tell you, I've always wanted to see Christina Ricci in a superhero movie, and there's so many characters I could see her playing, but there was one that just instantly kind of shot me up right to the top when I saw her. The character I would love to see Christina Ricci play on my wish list is none other than Miss Zatanna. Zatanna is, I think she could have pulled it up. Don't get me wrong, the actress who played her in Smallville, spot on perfect. but movie wise or so, if they ever wanted to, I could see Miss Christina Ricci pulling that off. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's move on to number 38 on the list. And the actor here is Mr. Omari Hardwick. You probably recognize him from certain works, but if you recognize him now, he's on the Star show Power, the show that's produced by 50 Cent. And when I seen him in, I forgot what show I've seen him in before that show, but when I looked at him, I saw a couple of roles that I think he could play as well. But one of them actually is a character I hope to see somewhere in some cinematic form, and that's none other than Mr. Dwayne Taylor, aka Night Thrasher. He's just one character I think Mr. Hardwick could play, but Dwayne Taylor, the leader of the New Warriors and the founding member of the New Warriors, the one that put the team together, I could see him pulling that off, definitely. Yeah. So, moving on to number 37 of the list. 37. And this actress here, you talk about fellow geek and just lover of geeky things, and is a treasure in many of people's eyes, including yours truly. Miss Felicia Day. Felicia Day, there were many characters I could see her play, but I could definitely, one of them that instantly, bam, catches my eye of who she could play, and that would be none other than Miss Barbara Gordon, older Barbara Gordon as Oracle. Could you imagine her being Oracle? Come on, just think about it. Yeah. Okay. Next up on the list, this is number 36 of this would be Miss Paula Patton. I've always was very attracted to Paula Patton. She was ex-wife to Robin Thicke, and now she's single again. But here's another actress I could see her pulling off a lot of different roles of characters. Though she is a biracial ethnicity, still one character definitely I could see her probably pulling off is none other than Miss Helena Bertinelli, aka Huntress. Paul, I think she could nail that role of being Huntress, especially kind of that kind of give us maybe a bit of a better interpretation of Helena Bertinelli that we never received. But yeah, definitely Huntress. All right, and here we go. We move on to 35 now. 35, yeah. 35? Yeah, probably not. Yeah. And this young actress, once again, she's 29. She's on a show that I watch, once again, another Teen Wolf alumni as well. And this is Miss Holland Roden. Instantly when I first saw her, and for those who don't know who she is, she plays Lydia Martin on Teen Wolf. She's the Banshee. And I remember two friends of mine commenting on Jeremy and Mr. J, they were saying, don't you think she could play a certain redhead? And I was like, yeah, she could. And so yeah, for all those who don't know who I'm talking about, that certain redhead is none other than Mary Jane. Yeah, if they went older, a little older Mary Jane, yeah, I could take it. Now it's not really, wouldn't look too well for Tom Holland, who just turned, I think, 20, and she is 29 playing MJ. So no. But if it was different, yeah. But yeah, I could definitely see her playing Mary Jane. Definitely. Yeah. I think she would have did a pretty damn good job. So moving on to 35 on the list. No, not 35. Excuse me. 34 excuse me, 34. I said 35. 34. 34 on the list. And this is a young star, and he is you can see him now on the show The Fosters, but I watch that show occasionally, and it's pretty funny. I know it's been renewed by ABC for another season, but Jake T. Austin, the young actor there, nice, cool guy. He's pretty funny at times too. But when I look at him, and I remember looking at him, and I'm just like, man, if they ever brought this character, DC ever thought about bringing this character, I instantly thought of who he could play. Once again, because he is of Hispanic, Latino heritage, which is great. And I always said, man, he probably can pull off Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle. And I was just like, yeah, he probably could pull off Jaime Reyes. Let's face it, live action wise, we haven't gotten a pretty good interpretation of Jaime Reyes yet. And I'm looking forward to seeing it come to fruition that it does happen. So yeah, Jake T. Austin was one of them, actually, that I felt that could pull off Jaime Reyes. Okay, so we move on to number 33 on the list, and once again we're going back to, for all my fellow Whovians again, and everybody should know who this actress is, and that's Freema Aljiman. Aljiman, I hope I'm saying her last name right. She was actually one of my favorite companions who played Martha. I loved Martha. I thought she was fun and interesting. But when I look at Miss Freema, instantly, she was another one. I remember instantly looking, I was like, cut her hair, getting a little bit shape. She's in pretty good shape though. I could see her as Mari McCabe, aka Vixen. Don't get me wrong, the actress who plays her now, is fine. I've seen her, she's fine. But I know a lot of people say, oh, they need to cut her hair, so she can have more of the shorter hairstyle. But I could see her playing Vixen. That's just one character. Like I said, I have so many characters for these actors and actresses, but I just pick one. But yeah, definitely Vixen is one of them. So we move on to number 32. And this actor here is an award-winning actor. And he's actually, I love his work. Big fan of his. And that's Mr. Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz is an actor who, to me, I've never really been too let down by his performances, and I don't blame him on certain things, but if there is one, he was my number one pick for this character here, and that was none other than Ulysses S. Claw. That he was my number one pick to play Claw. Don't get me wrong. Andy Serkis, I thought, did a pretty decent job for what we got to see. Hopefully, we'll see more of his, with the sound gun and everything. But definitely, Claw. He was my pick for Ulysses Claw, definitely. And number 31. We end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Last of the 10 today for day 2. And that is none other than Yvonne Strahovski. I hope I'm saying her last name right. Guys should already know her. Chuck, Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect. Yeah. Man, I'm a big fan of hers. I love that Aussie. But there were so many characters I could see her. Hopefully, I wish I could have seen her play, and I still hope she does get a role in a superhero movie somewhere down the line, because I think she can nail it. But one character, actually, there were so many, but I just picked one right off my list, off the top of my head. I just went, all right, just put your finger, bam, who is it? And I closed my eyes and I picked, and it landed on one name, and that name was actually Sharon Carter. I actually would have loved to seen her as Sharon Carter. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the actress who played Sharon Carter now is terrible or anything like that, but my pick, she would have been my pick for Sharon Carter. If you would like to know who else I think Miss Yvonne could play, and ask me in the comment section below, I'll tell you. But definitely, I'm only supposed to give you guys one, so yeah, one. Sharon Carter would have been my pick. Okay. Well, guys, that is it this time around. Once again, day 2 is over. I will hit you guys tomorrow with day 3. So we're going 30 to 21. Yeah, 30 to 21 for the next episode of the Opinion Spot once again. And once again, with these 10 guys, tell me in the comment section below, who do you feel that these actors and actresses can play as well? I'm looking forward to hearing your guys' comments as always. This is Mount Vernon Kid, guys, coming to you again. This is the Opinion Spot. Peace, one love, stay tuned. Keep it real. As always, I will see you guys next time. Take care.